You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. For the opening kick. And we're off from Foxborough. Return starts from the goal line. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's blocked down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operated from the gun. Here's May. Short pass brought in. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Let's put it in. Let's put it in here, right?
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy. You there.
Going play action, May. his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 24 on that play. And the Patriots will have the first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So it'll be another 1st and 10 for him, Brock, down at the opposing 37.
Get down here, you good? Great. We go, boy.
They go play action. Here's May. He's got it inside the 10. He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it.
You good, son? Hey, what's that?
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Patriots finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Done. That's not hot. 13 loop. Hey, kill. 30 left. Silver.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. Stop. Go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Pretty clear here by these 2 play calls. The offense, they wanted to attack this secondary in the passing game. But this defense, well, they more than responded. It's got them in great shape to make a stand right here on 3rd down and finish off a brisk 3 and out to begin the game.
Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be 4th down coming up.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this.
Hey, run. Hey.
Trying on fourth down, it's Lawrence. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. One that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Right, let's go. Focus, hot. Go, let's go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tootin. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
A gain of 15.
24.
And the Jaguars first down.
Tootin gets it from the gun. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Lion. Done. It's a touch. Go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Done. It's a touch.
Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Patriots take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
There's a dive up the middle. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Good run. Gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of 1. We've got the Patriots in front. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at 2nd and 3.
Here goes that. Ready, what's that?
Here's the one back on the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Yes, sir. Ready, what's that? Hey, let's punch it in. Great job, we're good. We go, boys. 5.
May looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Hey, here goes that. Ready, what's that?
Off the play action. May bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. Gets some space around midfield. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Where was that?
Made a throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Where was that?
Blown back to the backfield, and they give it to him. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down.
Hey, here goes that. Hey, what's that? Yeah, you're here. Here you go. Here. Yeah, let's punch it in here, man.
Throw here, 3rd down. He's on the crosser. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's a New England 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hey, here goes that. Hey, what's that?
Dive play straight ahead. Running in the red zone. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Where was that? Hey, what's
Give now to the running back. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play in 1st and goal situations, too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Hey, what's that?
Here's May. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal.
Here goes crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy.
Here's made in the air. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots parlay the interception into points. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Patriots double their lead to 14. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Hey, Tim. Reload, reload.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Complete out to the right side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Hey, Jacksonville. Don,
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Decent 24.
Lawrence throwing here. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Hey, easy, route. Hey, go. Easy.
Now Lawrence. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Tomato. Done.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So that's our 2-minute warning, Brock. 1:57 left on the scoreboard. More from Gillette after this. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey. Son, this one is hot.
Tootin on 1st and 10. He's got it in the red zone. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making a 1-score game before halftime.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Let's put it here, baby. Crazy.
On play action, here's May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready, what's that? Five. Here we go, boys. Sit down, yeah, you go. Crazy.
No throw, 3rd and long. Lobs this deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30.
Here we go, sit up.
Blown back gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, sit up. Hey, what's that?
Looking inside the red zone. That one connects. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots grow their lead just before halftime. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just a machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Hey, go! Hey, Ginger. Zach, think right. Think right, open. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Hey, run. Son.
To the air on 3rd and long. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's out of bounds. But what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Piece of 24. Hey, big 13 heavy.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. For this one on the defense. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Hey, tomato. Hut.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Easy. Let's go. Hey, Soko, some huts.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Rip, 23. Turn. It's a hot. Silver.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Little knocks it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
Return starts from the goal line. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
You're going to sit up. Hey, what's that?
Back to throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this call's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Here's the final play of our first half.
go, sit up. Lady, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Lawrence in the pistol. Here's a screen for Tootin. So he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
With that down the distance, this group is pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And also ready just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Wait, son, this is what... Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It wasn't the first time, Kate, you've called this guy's name, but definitely one of the hardest sacks he's going to have. A lot of range required to get that one done, but an impressive negative tackle for loss.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Jaguars into punt formation. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
At their own 19-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10.
What's that? Lady, what's that?
They'll run it from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here goes tonight. Quick, lady, what's that?
Made a throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Good fight, last man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Lady, what's that? Yeah, you good. You're on the ball. Five.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
He gets it away, and wow, he got under this one. It is driven sky high. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
24.
On the give, it's Tootin. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Rip, 23. Circle, hot. Sink right open.
From the shotgun, Lawrence hits his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st down from the 42.
2-yard line.
Let's go.
And off to Tootin. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
On red. Son.
Here's Lawrence to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Red on red. Go. Hey, Ginger. Back. 30 left. Silver.
Throw here, 3rd down. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, Lion. Son, this is hot.
Inside give here for Tootin. Makes a tackle. He's still going. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Jacksonville.
When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Hey,
Jaguars will line up for the 2-point.
They'll try to run it in. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
Jaguars 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, start.
May off the play fake. Finds his back complete. And it's tackles made just beyond midfield at the 48. A pickup of 17. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
On play action, here's May. Finds him on the crossing route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's a New England first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, they'll run. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Hand off to the back. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
24. Safe right. Hey, Ginger. Shot.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Let's go. Go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
11, Agate. Go, let's go.
Lawrence with it on first. Throw left side, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They gain 11 on that play, and the Jaguars have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Kraft has it. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has it well into the red zone now with first and 10.
First down, Jaguars.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Chased out to his right. Brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Red on red. Hey, take right open.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Throws caught. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Hey, go. Done. 11. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Got his man. Thomas has it. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
There are times quarterbacks got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Lisa 24. Phil.
Run through with Newton. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Hey, Lion. Hey.
They go to him again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. A crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. He's going to push one deep down there. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here we go, throw.
First down throw for May. Rolling left, buying some time. Cut out left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something, but go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Maine looking to throw. Leading to his running back. Well, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence working from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Easy, route. So it's 13, move. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Going again. Here's Lawrence. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Patriots will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they got him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right, you've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They're going to pass it here. He lofts one deep, center of the field. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Jaguars have some new life in the fourth. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
11. Red on red. Red, circle, 100. 30 left.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown kick. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there's going to be more interceptions.
It is caught left side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
30 left.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Hey, Lion.
Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the 2nd half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's looking deep once again. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
Crazy.
To the air on 1st down, May. He's loaded another one up. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Hey, what's up? 5.
May off the play fake. On him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Crazy.
Now May on 3rd and long. Trying for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So as they've done so many times before, Brock, the Patriots take the win here at Gillette Stadium. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.